Welcome back to Business Voyage, the show where we navigate the incredible journeys of people who built global empires, often starting with little more than an idea and relentless passion. Today, we're tracing the path of the ultimate modern visionary, the man who was fired from the company he created, only to return and redefine the 21st century. Steve Jobs. His story is a masterclass not just in innovation, but in the power of resilience, belief, and embracing spectacular failure. Steve Jobs wasn't born into wealth or privilege. He was the adopted son of a working-class couple in Silicon Valley, a curious, rebellious spirit who dropped out of Reed College after just 6 months. But here's the twist. He didn't really drop out. He dropped in, on the classes that fascinated him, like calligraphy. Years later, he credited that passion with inspiring the beautiful typography and design of the Macintosh. The lesson? Trust that the dots will connect. In 1976, Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak built their first computer in Jobs' parents' garage. They scraped together just over $1,000. Jobs sold his Volkswagen van, and Wozniak sold his HP calculator. From that humble garage, they launched Apple Computer, proving that vision and willpower can outweigh capital. But as Apple grew, so did the tension. Jobs' perfectionism clashed with corporate executives, until the unthinkable happened. In 1985, at just 30 years old, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the very company he had built. It was a crushing, public defeat. Yet this fall became his greatest turning point. Jobs called it awful-tasting medicine, but said, "I guess the patient needed it." He founded Next, and later bought a small graphics division from George Lucas, the one that would become Pixar. Pixar's first film, Toy Story, didn't just entertain the world. It revolutionized animation forever. 10 years later, destiny called him back. In 1997, Apple was on the verge of collapse. Jobs returned, refocused the company, and launched a bold new era with the Think Different campaign. Then came the iMac, the iPod, and ultimately, the iPhone, the device that redefined how the world communicates, works, and lives. Jobs turned near bankruptcy into the most valuable company on earth. His journey reminds us, your greatest failure can be the foundation of your greatest success. Both Pixar and the reborn Apple were born after his humiliation. So, as you chart your own business voyage, remember this. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Believe that the dots will connect, even when you can't see the path. If this story inspired you, like this episode and subscribe to Business Voyage for more tales of vision and grit. Until next time, keep sailing toward your own success.